Well, our party has finished and everyone has gone home. It was quite an emotional night tonight, and one that I probably won't ever forget. We had our Phatt party, and it was like a Phatt ball. You know, we normally have a Phatt ball, and it's something that Sam and I have done ever since we started working in this industry. And we always had a ball that we would have an event and have this great big event, and we'd all get dressed up in our ball gowns. And it was something that we started many years ago, because I believe that women that had lost their weight never got the opportunity to dress up, and we never had the opportunity to, walk out and get photographed and do all those things. So I had this plan that we would do this through a Phatt ball. And this year has been so tricky for us, so tricky. And we've got teams and people in all over the world. So we couldn't really have a Phatt ball. But what we decided to do was have a party at home. And this is where we brought everybody from, that lived in Perth and lived near us to our home for dinner. And we had canapes, and we had, we had a roast dinner, and then we had desserts. One of our team members' daughters made the desserts, and we had spit roast for our mains, and we had just canapes, which we bought from Costco. But it was all about collection. It was all about getting together, and it was all about, just being together. We got dressed up in our ball gowns, and we all, there were some people like Amy Jackson. Wow. And, there were people there that came in their ball gowns, and Julie Noakes, and everyone was just dressed up to the gala. And it was so precious, so precious. All the boys were dressed in their suits, and they were all, they were looking like $1 million. We told stories, and we went around the table like I always do. And I always ask everybody to say a few words, because I think that's really important. Everybody has to have a voice. So we did this. And it was just beautiful. Everybody spoke from their heart, and everybody spoke from, what they felt. And we all agreed that 2025 needs to come to an end. We've had a big year in 2025. It's been a tough year. It's one of those years that we learnt who our friends were. We learnt loyalty. We learnt where we were going to sit in this world, and we learnt what we were going to do with our knowledge. We learnt how to build again. We learnt humility. We learnt grace. We've learnt how to come back from nothing. Our team was destroyed, and yet we've held on to it really tightly. And I believe that's because we've got the Phatt team, we've got something, an entity of its own. It's not just it's not just like a networking business. Phatt is its own entity. It's something very special, and only the people that join Phatt or know Phatt or have been a part of Phatt will understand it. Yeah, sure, there's some people that, you're going to have a salad too. Some people that will come in and, they come and they go, but they never really got it, because Phatt is a gift. And only when you understand what the gift is, then you get it. And so people spoke tonight about, what it meant to them. And you know what, it was so perfect. When you have a night and it's just so perfect. And I just was like, I just looked around at us all, and I was like, I'm so proud. I'm so proud, and I'm humbled to lead it. I think it's one of the most precious things that I'll ever do. We're building something that's so, we've had the guts knocked out of us, we've been put down, we've pulled ourselves back, and we're building something greater. You can't see it all yet. But when you know it's coming, you know, like when you can't see the big picture, but you know it's there. You know, like that's what it's like. And I guess I'm a bit fortunate. I am fortunate because I sit in the first seat. So I get to know all the stuff. I get to know where the jigsaws are played. I get to know how the chess pieces are formed. And I can see the picture. You know, you've got to have a vision. A leader has to have a vision. And I have the vision. You have to see it. You have to believe it. And when you can see it here, and then you can share it from here, and then you give it to your team, and then they share it, and then they share it, and they share it. Like that's leadership. That's leadership. Because the vision's got to be so strong that it comes from here to there, and then onward. It's got to be so strong that everybody grabs it. I love that. I love to give my vision because I've got so much that I know that they can achieve. And there's so many people's lives that we're going to change. Do you know that we're bringing in over 100 people a week? I think this week we brought in 80. But nearly 100 people a week are joining us. Oh, when I see those figures, I'm crazy. Because, you know, like, in a year, that's 12,000 people. In 2 years, it's 24,000 people. And then it's just going to grow. The number keeps growing. We had, like, Sam does a pod race every day. And on the pod race, Sam had 2 pages of people working this week. 2 pages. Like, that's crazy for us. Like, it just shows the growth, you know, and the growth keeps coming. It's powerful. And I just when I see it, and I think you can see the growth, you see the momentum happening, and you see it starting to churn. You go, wow, it's coming back. I just, you know, I think that's. Don't ever doubt the Phatt team. You might think about it and you go, oh, it's just that team over there. But don't ever doubt it, because the people that have stayed with me and that are with us today are the loyal ones. And the ones that are the loyal ones are the good ones. Because you know what? They have the growth and the strength, and they have the knowledge. And they know. They have this. You know, like, that's the powerful thing when you get this. Sometimes, you know, you have leaders, but they don't have this. But when you get leaders that have this, and they have your vision, and they have your passion, man, you can change the world. You can change the world. We've had a great night, an absolutely great night. And, you know, like, you can look around and you can see, like, the fairy lights. And tonight there's the best moon, apparently, of all. So they tell me that the moon tonight is a moon of gratitude. There we go. So as I sit under the moon, it's a moon of gratitude. And look at all the fairy lights. Sam did a great job of all the fairy lights. And our yard looks beautiful. And our home looks just amazing. You can see it. I always look, how do I ever get so privileged to live here? I was just like, wow. The Phatt house, you know, like, how did I get this house? I don't know. It's a beautiful home. But it's the Phatt home. It's a home for all of Phatt. And so it's like, I love to have the events here because I think, you know, everybody deserves to have a part of this home. This was never just Sam's and my home. This was everybody's home. And it's beautiful. Lots of love to you. Lots and lots of love to you. For all the people that came here tonight, thank you. Thank you. You made my heart feel very full. And I'm so grateful to share the night with you. To all of the Phatt team that couldn't make it tonight, from being in different countries, different states, different places, you know, like, I want you to know that, you know, like, even though you weren't here, I want you to know that you were loved here. and that you were thought about here and you were talked about here. And I want you to know that this is your journey too. Even though you weren't here tonight, this is part of your journey. And you'll see stories go out, and you'll see photos go out, and you'll see pictures. Because that's how you tell the story of greatness. You use your social media to tell the story of greatness. And I wanted to come and do this live because I want the world to know that we're building something great. And you know what? When something great happens, it just flows. It just goes down and down and down the line. Thank you for all the love hearts. I'm seeing all these love hearts, and thank you. It's really it's nice to see all the love hearts. Share my life. If you're going to do something good, share my life tonight, because I think everybody should hear. And because when someone talks from their heart, you should share that. Whenever someone's talking from their heart, you should share, because there's lots of waffle out there, and there's lots of people that talk, but they don't always share from their heart. But when I'm sharing from my heart, I want all of your teams to know that you're loved, that you're so very special, and you've got the most amazing gift in your hand. Lots of love to you, Phatt team. Lots and lots of love to you. You have really made my life worthwhile. I know why I was born. Lots of love to you.